The buffs to her ultimate as well make her almost immortal. Storm is just really strong right now. And if you're below Diamond where she's not being banned, you should really be abusing this character. We're gonna play Storm today. Screw it. I'm tired of losing. I just want to win. So this article is titled Underrated Marvel Rivals Duelist has the highest win rate in Season 1 competitive lobbies. In Marvel Rivals, players have been diving into the gameplay while choosing from an extensive roster of heroes which is divided into 3 unique categories: duelists, vanguards, and strategists throughout Season 0 and into Season 1. Players demonstrated obvious preferences, with certain characters emerging as fan favorites owing to their unique skills and gameplay mechanics. The duelists, known for their attacking talents, have seen a diverse range of heroes emerge, but one character previously deemed underrated, I'm guessing it's Storm, and it's obvious from this picture right here, has made an unexpected rise to the top. Storm, the X-Men's weather-controlling mutant, has proven to be a game-changer in Season 1's competitive matchups. Despite her initial poor selection rates in Season 0, a succession of buffs have changed her into the season's highest victory rate hero. This meta shift has caught many players off guard as Storm's ability to control the battlefield with wind, rain... There's no rain. She doesn't use rain. And lightning. It's wind and lightning. Okay, this is ChatGPT article right here. Has proven to be quite powerful. Storm emerges as duelist with highest win rate in Marvel Rivals Season 1 competitive mode. Where are you even getting these stats from, dude? According to stats gathered by the popular Twitter page Rivals Assembled, Storm currently has the highest win rate in Marvel Rivals Season 1 across all ranks in competitive mode. Her win rate of 56% makes her a top choice for players, and the only duelist to climb the status so rapidly while just weeks into the new season. But her OP stats don't just stop there. She's also the second highest banned hero in competitive lobbies with a 45% ban rate, only behind Hulk, which means clearly the competitive teams do not want her in any of their matches, which can easily turn the tide for a team. Storm is actually very annoying to deal with, but is not that big of a... The Storms in my lobbies, and I'm talking about high plat, low diamond lobbies, right? They either don't understand how to play the character effectively, or they're not making the most out of that character. While she can be incredibly oppressive with the changes, I don't see this as... I don't see Storm being as a very oppressive duelist, because on her own, she can be shut down very easily by quite a few heroes. And if she's taking up a ban slot, so assuming there's 4 ban slots and you're banning 4 different characters, so let's say you're banning, let's say Storm isn't banned, right? You've banned Hulk, you've banned Winter Soldier, you've banned Hela, and you've banned Hawkeye. Okay, just assuming these are the 4 bans. All right, you still have Black Widow, obviously not, because that'd just be trolled. I mean, you can answer Storm with Namor to an extent. You can answer Storm with, where is the Punisher? Punisher to an extent, and assuming he's banned. To an extent, Star-Lord as well is a solution to that problem. So you have options. Moon Knight, because Storm is still pretty slow, and Moon Knight's projectiles travel pretty fast. So you have options with Moon Knight, Namor, Punisher, Star-Lord. And if you really want to, you can somehow make the Wolverine pick work. Just try kidnapping Storm out of the air. While I do see that Storm can be quite an oppressive hero to deal with, I don't necessarily think that she's that big of a problem, but she is very annoying. And that's why, personally, I would ban Storm in my games, because she is annoying, she is powerful, and her right click, the range on her right click is just way too... Not just the range, actually the hitbox on the right click, yeah? So look at this, look at this. I'm not even aiming on the Luna Snow. This should be okay here. That should be a hit, yeah. The damage of the right click alone is so obnoxious, and the hitbox on the right click is so annoying. It's so forgiving. It's so forgiving, so that even if you're, for example, a whole head above, you will hit because of the way that the bolt travels, or how big that bolt is. And I would say that the right click is a really strong execute ability. So let's say you're Storm, you're wailing on the enemy, you're going 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and let's say the enemy decides to push you. You're not always going to be flying too high away from your team, because the radius of your aura needs to be close enough for your team to benefit and for the enemies to be affected by it. So Storms are actually having a really good time in AoE scenarios where they can just pop this and pretty much just go ham, you know? And that's why I think players just don't, I don't say they don't know, they just don't want to deal with how annoying or unavoidable AoE damage, because this is unavoidable unless you have like some type of mitigation. It even goes through, I'm assuming it goes through shields, and it deals quite a decent amount of damage. Just activating Goddess Boost deals a decent amount of damage. The buffs she got was they made her primary fire faster, they made it deal more damage. They also made, or actually no, they reduced the damage of the primary fire, but they made it travel faster. They increased the damage of the right click from 70 to 80, which also makes it a bit more annoying. So it almost acts like a decent execute that you, like a ranged execute that you have. So you see an enemy running away, you just zap them. And it's on quite a relatively short cooldown. I believe it's on a 8-second cooldown. Yeah, it's on an 8-second cooldown. And being able to just take that away, or take that amount of HP away from, take 80 HP away from a squishy target, it really hurts. The buffs to her ultimate as well make her almost immortal. Storm's just really strong right now. And if you're below Diamond where she's not being banned, you should really be abusing this character. We're gonna play Storm today. Screw it, I'm tired of losing, I just want to win. Unblockable AoE damage. She has a ranged execute, which has no damage drop off, 80 damage, and on an 8-second cooldown. Her auras empower her and her team while also applying a debuff to the enemy team. Her ultimate makes her nigh immortal, and her auto attacks are faster. So this character, so it's actually not very surprising that she's doing very, very well. Some players have offered some suggestions to tackle the Storm problem in competitive lobbies, where one wrote, letting her move that fast and freely during the ult was a mistake. Make it stationary and give it the ability to pull enemies to the center of the thunderstorm for massive damage. I don't think that's a good idea. While her ultimate is very oppressive, just think about it this way. People took a while to adapt to Jeff's ultimate, and it's just going to take a bit more of a while for you to adapt to Storm's ultimate. The only thing the problem is, I just think that giving her 700 over health or 700 HP to make her very tanky is very annoying. Let's go back into practice and I'll show you guys, right? Another major problem that we have is how cheap her ultimate is. Her ultimate is very easy to build up and very easy to farm compared to another hero. So Doctor Strange has an ultimate cost of 3,400. Whereas Storm, 3,100. And Spider-Man is 2,800. Okay, so we'll switch over to Doctor Strange. Okay, he's at 42%. Let's see, how much ult do we have with Storm? 47%. So see, that's what I meant. So we were at 42% with Doctor Strange, but because his ultimate is more expensive than Storm's, it actually gave her ult charge. Okay, so some players, yeah, I mean, while players are tackling balancing issues with the latest nerfs and buffs from Marvel Rivals, fans on the other side are having a hard time trusting leaked heroes after. Okay, yeah, this is what we're going to be reading next. I don't think changing her ultimate or this recommendation is very useful. I just think 700 overhealth is a bit too much. The damage that it deals can be negated with a decent support ultimate. So it's not that big of a deal either. She's in a very good place, and it'll take time for players to understand and adapt how to counter this character effectively. And because this character is being banned or seeing a lot of play, people might actually opt not to ban Hela now, primarily because they want to counter Storm, because she's a very strong counter to her. So yeah.